Welcome on our channel where we share knowledge and experience. I'm the host of this channel. My name is David. I came to this country in 2012 as an immigrant, only with £300 in my pocket. I bought my first property in 2014. Today I have over 50 properties. Most of them are HMOs. I'm doing also new build developments, and I train over 1,000 Polish immigrants who became landlords in this country, who own their own portfolios. And one of them is my student, whose name is Luca.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Lucas.
My girlfriend Chion.
Girlfriend Chiyun. Thank you for inviting me. So before we start, guys, you can introduce yourself, how you arrived in this country and what you was doing.
My name is Lucas and I arrived to that country 7 years ago without knowing any English. As I was working in Poland, I was working as a hairdresser in Warsaw, so I came here to study English for a couple of months and then I decided to stay here for longer until today.
And you arrived here with huge debt, from what I know.
That time I had 11,000 pounds debt, yes, because I bought a house in Warsaw and I had to borrow money from my family in order to renovate it and upgrade the house because it was directly from the constructor.
And what was your story?
I'm Jin Lee. I finished my study in Korean, and to have some more experience in the science field, I came to UK just for a short time, like 2 years. But I'm loving living in the UK. And then I come up actually at the end, Edinburgh. And then I met my boyfriend, this guy, sorry. And then from the time I start to invest, at the beginning I have zero knowledge in terms of the investment. But now I a little bit know.
And where do you work?
I'm working at the university
As a scientist.
as a scientist.
And how do you met Lucas?
So we have a kind of...
We met online.
Online.
Okay, so you met him for one night and he stayed till today, yeah?
Yes, that's
And how long
right.
is now together?
2 years and a half.
Years and a half.
2.5 years. And what happened that your life changed so much?
So when I came here, I wanted to study English because I love traveling. So travel without English is very difficult. So I decided to study. My sister helped me a lot here as well because she was first here. So I came here to visit her and then I decided to stay for longer. When I actually established here, I seen one video about investing in the property. So I met a guy in Poland and he introduced me to you. So I decided to take part in your training. For today, my portfolio is 5 properties.
And you achieved that in how many years?
5 years.
Okay, so you bought your first flat in Edinburgh 5 years ago.
As soon as I moved to the country, I realized I need to buy my flat because when I realized how much rent cost me and I didn't want to pay money to sell.
And mortgage is much lower than...
It was much cheaper for me basically to buy my own house.
Yeah.
The most difficult was to save money for the deposit, which wasn't easy. But as soon as I saved for first time, later was even easier and easier because I could refinance.
Okay, so tell us how you changed this property, how it looks like before. For example, we can start from the living room. What kind of challenges you have?
So basically in this room we changed all that window, the big window, because here was the fire before from outside. So the windows were damaged. The ceiling basically collapsed here. I realized this one on the day when I collect my key.
So it wasn't like that before.
It wasn't like before. When I was on the viewing here, it was quite clean. There was some stinky carpets on the floor and basically the whole house was quite in a bad condition, basically, I could say that.
Okay, we're not saying that all houses are like that, maybe just some houses for rent, but the true fact is that even 1/3 of properties in the UK is not rented in the living condition, and still people live in those houses that are in terrible condition with mold or some leaks and with low EPC. But still people, they don't have places to live, and that's how it is. So we have the living room. What was the rest of the house? So the corridor been just painted, probably new radiators, yeah?
So we repainted all the flat, we repainted the radiators,
Okay.
we installed new doors
And everywhere
lights.
And everywhere you install laminate floor, yeah?
Yes, the same floor in the whole flat and it's waterproof.
And this is what, master bedroom?
Here is master bedroom. The flat used to be a post office, so the flat has been converted.
But you purchased that, it was already a flat.
The previous owner converted.
Right. And over here we have a bathroom. So you decided to do that more in our traditional style, so it's like tiles all around, yeah?
Yes, I think it looks much nicer like that.
And how much it cost you?
The whole bathroom with materials, it cost me 7,000.
Materials and labor, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So there is a master bedroom and there is, I can see, a second bedroom. Which one is bigger?
So master bedroom is bigger.
So actually this is a master bedroom or the
No,
other
the
one?
previous one is master
Okay.
bedroom. This is a bit smaller room, but yes, it's double bed. We decided to.
And there is a place for the desk.
Yes, there's a wardrobe to if someone wants to study or work from home.
And the last part is the kitchen. The kitchen
The
is
kitchen
not...
is quite tiny. It's quite small, but we managed to fit everything, including the tumble dryer. The washing machine is here, just behind you,
Okay.
and also the dishwasher. We managed to fit.
And how is the heating? There is a boiler, yeah?
There is a
Combi
boiler. It's combi boiler, so it's gas central heating
Okay.
here.
So how much do you save on the kitchen?
On the kitchen, I save, I think, around £2,500.
That's how much you save, yeah?
Yeah.
Using the organizations and
That has
contacts
been
you provide.
recommended to me.
Right, that's nice. So we can continue in the living room. So we can start from the numbers. How much it cost you to purchase this property?
So to purchase that property, it cost me 117,000.
And what was the stamp duty land tax?
It was 5%.
Which is £5,850. And how much you spend on mortgage advisor and solicitor?
I spent 2,000 altogether.
So altogether, to just get this house, you spent £37,100. And what was the challenges? I know that there is many people, many property gurus who talk about properties, but not many people talk about challenges. And even though I invest in properties and I found them like really good assets and also to create my generational wealth for me and my family, I also remember about all the issues and all the stress. So what was your kind of challenges when you purchased this flat?
So when I purchased this flat, first challenge was that I couldn't get the key from the seller.
Right?
The person basically, when the money has been transferred to the owner, went for a party and forgot to give me the key. So I had to chase that person up, and I managed to get the key at the end of the day.
So you have issue with the previous owner, but I know you have also issues with the local kids.
Yes, basically the house when we are right now is on the way to the park. So very often on the way to the park they were quite drunk and they weren't behaved nicely, I would say. So they damaged windows one time. We had to replace that. We installed the cameras as well at that time, and later the police found who caused the problem, and since that time we don't have any issue with them anymore.
Right. So there was few issues like you find out there was a dam over here. It went
Basically
off.
the ceiling collapsed. The water was stuck basically on the roof.
So it's not because of pipe, because of a gutter, yeah?
Because of the gutter has been blocked.
So how much it cost you to renovate all that flat?
Just the renovation cost me £20,000.
£20,000. And how much you get per calendar month rent?
Rent from that property get £1,500.
So this is a really good rent comparing to, for example, to South. You can get in England houses for 250,000, 300,000 pounds, and you can get similar rent. Where over here you just purchase a flat for 170,000. So this is really good return of investment. And how much mortgage do you pay?
So I pay £318 per month.
With the fix for how many years?
For 5 years we fixed the mortgage.
Okay, so do you remember what is your interest rate?
So the interest rate is around 3.5, something like that.
So have you did any remortgage on this property?
Yes, I did one remortgage after purchasing the property. After 1 year I remortgaged.
And how much you got back?
So on the date when I purchased, the valuation of the property was 115,000. After the renovation, the property has been valued for 160,000.
So overall your total cost was £57,100. After you got remortgaged, that was £29,300. Basically, when you got money from remortgage, you don't pay tax on money from remortgage because this is a loan, but you can use that for purchasing another house. So your net monthly profit is £1,157. That means yearly you got £13,884, and you left in that day £27,800, which means in 24 months you get all the money,
My money back.
all the money back, which is really good deal. And it's a couple of years later. What will be the value of that flat today?
So today the value will be 180,000 easily.
And what is your LTV, loan to value? How much you need to pay back to the bank?
So to the bank, I need to pay 122,000.
So because you pay interest only, this stay as it is. And if you will decide to sell that flat today, still you get £58,000 if you will decide to sell today.
If I would like to decide it, yes.
If you will decide to sell that house in 30 years, and we can see through the history, you can Google how the house prices change. So we can see in long term, the house prices are all time growing, and facts like that, the population is growing in UK, and definitely till 2050, the population will grow. Unfortunately, there is not enough new houses coming on the market, so there will be a huge demand for properties to rent or to buy, which means the price of the houses and the rent in long term will increase, so the value of your houses will grow. And also, if you will change the rent every single year, your rent will increase with the value of your houses. And today, what you are getting from your houses?
So today I can say easily I could pay all my debt which I had when I moved to this country in 1 month.
I know that you also try use one of your flats for service accommodation for a couple of months. How this worked for you?
So this was during the festival time here in Edinburgh, and that worked pretty well because in festival time we have lots of tourists in city, and for 1 month from this property we could make 7,000.
Is this the strategy you think in the future to change some of the flats for Airbnb for service accommodation?
We'll see how the regulation will go, because for now we applied for the license and we can legally rent that as a service accommodation.
Right. And my last question, what are your plans for the future? Maybe I will start from Chiyun.
Yes, thanks to you and also David, because I now start invest, and so that actually made me be a bit comfortable because I have kind of secure money.
Yeah.
That's from this investment. So I would like to keep invest
In properties.
yes, in properties. I think that's the best investment. I think of course it will be risky, but if you do step by step, I think it's the best.
And Lucas?
And my plan for future is to buying more properties, accumulate more wealth, and for short future in 1 week we are going for a month holiday because we are working super hard last year, so we deserve it.
Now you can afford that, and being even on holiday, still money come on your bank account and you don't need to worry about it.
That is right.
So, thank you very much for invitation, guys. If you like what we're doing, we want to share the knowledge. My goal is to show you true story about the properties, all the issues and all the challenges you can approach doing this business, not only rainbow and butterfly. If you like that, please help us with algorithm, leave a thumbs up, leave the comment and share. Definitely you will help us, and thank you very much and all the best. Take care. Bye.